Welcome. In front of me I have the Nothing ear open, and I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the earbuds. I don't even know if those could be called earbuds, but yeah, I'm just gonna take a look at it and see how they look like and also sound. So popping it open, we do have a pull tab right here. There we go, yank that off. So here we have our case along with the buds themselves already inside. Really? Okay then. So I'm gonna just get into it like that. Okay. Now, first thing that you'll probably see is the kind of design of the case. It seems to be pretty well. Has a little locking hinge so it won't fall on you. It's also relatively small. In terms of the thickness, in terms of the obviously width of it, it's on the bigger side. So if I grab something like my already beat up buds, you can see that it is bit bigger, but if we look at the thickness, you can see that in terms of thickness, it's basically as thick as the case would be without the top cover. So yeah, it does remove a bit. Cool looking clear plastic cover right here. Now obviously based on the name you can already probably guess these are open ear or open design ones, so they don't go into your ear or anything like that, and they just kind of like hang over your ear with this very kind of similar to IEM design, though obviously they're wireless. They're also color coded, so the right one seems to have red color and the left one is white. We also have a pairing button right over here, so let's see how quick it takes it to pair, or even if they're gonna show up without any... there we go, they do show up without any kind of additional steps. So I can just click on this. I also have the option to automatically download the app if I wanted to, which I will do so actually, because the application itself has some interesting features like equalizers, and they are, from what I've seen, pretty in-depth. Considering that Nothing isn't necessarily like an audio brand, their application stands out over even the audio companies that release any kind of peripheries like earbuds, headphones and stuff like that. So I don't see Sony having very good application, Sennheiser or anything like that. So this is obviously a standout feature. So with the app being downloaded, I can click on start. Hopefully I don't need to make an account. I probably do later. Allow, continue, allow while using the app. Oh, and right off the bat we have a firmware update. You know what, let's update it. Both earbuds have at least 30% battery. I'm pretty sure they do. Did you get stuck? What's happening? Well, it looks like I made a mistake because this is going to be updating for probably some time. So let's talk about some of the marketing that they did. So apparently these earbuds, I don't even know if I can call them earbuds. But yeah, they were marketing them as kind of like noise cancellation ones, because they are open. Technically, most people can hear what you are listening to. Now they have marketed it as having a semi-noise cancellation, to the point that when you're listening to something, it's trying to cancel out the noise that would be escaping your ear. So it kind of goes the other way around. Instead of canceling the noise around you and what you can hear, it's canceling what other people can hear out of your earbuds. So it's basically trying to kind of send opposite sound or whatever they were saying out of the earbuds. that would cancel out the sound that is coming from them as music into your ear. So people, for instance, on buses or in some maybe more quiet places, will have way harder time of hearing what you are actually listening to. So yeah, now this is a little bit more than halfway done, so I can get it going pretty quickly. Interestingly enough, when it's updating, I can see that it tells us to basically have the device at like 30% and not remove it from here. But apart from you seeing it that it's updating right here, it doesn't look like there's any kind of light blinking to indicate that it is doing anything. So that's something that I think might need to be changed, because if I were to lock my device and I don't know, walk away and come back, this is taking like already a couple minutes, I might be thinking it's done updating, I'm just gonna yank them out, and apparently I'm not supposed to do that. Okay, so it's almost done. There we go. Okay, so it's finished. One thing that I started looking at right now is the specifications right here. So this is supporting Bluetooth 5.3. So we should have a pretty decent battery life on here. Codecs is AAC and SBC. Now we have Revcom, SPP, HFP, I'm not even sure what those are, honestly, A2DP, AVDTP, okay, you know what, it's great. So yeah, it supports something. In terms of features, we have IP54 rating for buds and case. Pinch controls, which are, if I remember correctly, on, I think it was just the plastic right here. You can check it in the app. A Google Fast Pairing, which you did see already kind of me use it at the very beginning. Microsoft Swift Pairing, dual connection, AI clear voice technology, LED charging status light, and low lag mode. That's actually a pretty cool one. So low lag mode will be something that you might be interested in using for gaming, as it tries to reduce the latency, though they don't specify what the latency actually is whatsoever. Now, taking it out and actually trying it on. Let's just get a listen to it. So let's launch something maybe that I've been listening recently. Okay, they do sound pretty nice. Okay, taking one of them off just so we can get a little bit of a listen. So this is going to be put straight to the microphone. It probably won't sound as good. I don't know if it's going to be picking up. I'm gonna maybe take off the pop filter. Okay, I'm not going to be doing that for very long as don't want copyright strikes. But yeah, so sound-wise they are pretty decent. I do have to say one thing. I don't know if it's just my shape of the ear, but like depending on how they are laying, it is very dependent on how they're positioned around your ear. So, and this for me, obviously, if I just kind of try to push it in like an earbud, obviously will sound significantly better. So they are primarily designed for open kind of listening, so you can hear the surrounding, and you do. While they still do sound pretty well. Now, one more thing that I want to check out is if I play this. Okay, so when it comes down to the noise kind of cancellation, whatever they want to market it as, I think it's just marketing. I could be wrong, obviously. These earbuds, at least for me, max volume, don't get too loud, and I'm not a person that listens to music in general very loud. I am probably closer to like very quiet. So me saying that these don't get too loud, obviously for people that like to really blast their ears, these won't get anywhere near like very loud volume. So something to keep in mind. But obviously the louder you get, the more this would defeat the purpose of an open ear earbud like this, as sound would kind of interfere with what you are maybe more worried about, which is, for instance, traffic. So I don't really mind it. For me, they get loud enough for what I would want them for. One more thing that I want to point out, though, in terms of the loudness, this is in, well, me kind of judging them while being in what could basically be called a studio here. I am in basically a box with noise cancellation foam around. So by no means this is a loud environment. So if, for instance, I were to take them on a bus ride or tram ride, I don't know how good they would sound then. And in terms of sound quality in here, in this kind of controlled environment, they do sound fine. They have a decent amount of bass, though if you actually look at any kind of technical graphs for the sound right here, the bass is kind of, at least the very beginning of the graphs, the bass is kind of non-existent almost. Well, it picks up a little bit further down. So to me, at least in this environment, they sound fine. But like I said, in a more noisy environment, I think this bass might be actually drowned out a bit more with other just sounds around. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, all in all, pretty solid pair of buds for what I would consider decent price. Being up at about, what was it, like a little over $100, I think. With a pretty stylish look. I have to say, the design for nothing devices, pretty cool. So yeah, nothing bad to say about it, at least not at the moment. So that's about it. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.